Welcome to a unique take on Pokemon, where I let Pokemon cards choose my team. How this is going to work is I bought a big pack of Pokemon cards. It comes with a few number of packs and a few other really dope holographic cards. The cards I have to pull are Pokemon that can only be native to the Pokemon Emerald regional dex. Once I find 6 Pokemon that are a part of the Emerald dex, those will be the 6 Pokemon I have to use in Pokemon Emerald. To make it more challenging, however, I plan on just using the base Pokemon I get. So if a Pokemon I pull can evolve, it can't. So if I pull a Whismur, it can't evolve into Loudred or Exploud. After we pull the cards, I'm going to be going over each Pokemon and how well I think they are going to perform against the important battles in Pokemon Emerald. I will also be providing movesets for each of these members. So think of this video as the pre-plan analysis. Once the team is made and this video is over, I'm planning to do a live Let's Play of me using this team. So if you want to watch that Let's Play, head over to our gaming channel MysticSage and be sure to sub and turn on notifications so you don't miss the stream. If you don't like live stuff, then no worries. The entire stream will be uploaded automatically to MysticSage once the stream is over. For now though, let's get into the best part of the video and see what these cards are. Also, big thanks to Danny the Demon for doing art for this video. Link to their Twitter will be in the description. What is going on, guys? Welcome to something new on the channel that I've never particularly done before. We're going to be opening up cards, all right here. And we got that really nice upshot for you guys up there to make sure that you guys see everything that goes on in this studio right here today. So as you guys heard from the description of the video, our primary goal today is not just your typical TCG opening. We're going to be finding 6 Pokemon that are inside the Emerald Regional Dex. Our goal here today is to pull 6 Pokemon out of all these packs, at least 6 of them that are within the Emerald Pokemon Dex. So that being said, let's just hop right into this box opening. So how I'm going to probably get it is probably from these sides. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm really not that great when it comes to opening up boxes, but I'll try my best. So, before I really get into the main substance of the video, I guess one thing that I definitely do want to do is I just wanted to show off what's actually in this box, because it is a TCG opening. I mean, you open it like this. Oh, okay, so it actually is like this. Oh, there's a little Espeon and Glaceon on the side too. Cool. So there's actually there's a Regigigas over. This is a holographic Regigigas. It's really dope. There's you guys can see the Leafeon over there in the background over there like this, and Leafeon and Glaceon are a couple of my favorite evolutions. You guys know that. I'm an evolution connoisseur over on my channel. That's hella cool. And we got Espeon over here, like a Leafeon over here like this. Now we get into the main substance. We'll have to, obviously we got to take care of this card right over here. This is, I'm really bad at this. Please don't bend. Please don't bend. Okay, good. This is so cool. I want to put that in, because I've actually never had a TCG card like this before, so it's really incredible. And I might give up this TCG code later on if you guys do want this. I know you guys want this TCG code over here. I might do a giveaway, so we'll find out later on. All right, though, crack my knuckles. Let's hop into the very first opening. Let's find out what our team is going to be for Pokemon Emerald. So, also, if I mess up and I don't do their card trick right or anything like that, I also just saw the first card of the pack. I know whoop-de-doo. I probably should have opened it from the other side. Oopsies. So, our first Pokemon in this pack is going to be a Trico, which means that Trico is part of the Emerald Dex. That means Trico is the first Pokemon that's actually going to be on our team. It's awesome. Trico is also one of my favorite starters. Oh, and we also got Cacnea. Cacnea is also in the Emerald Dex. And we got a Mudkip too. Are we really just going to make the entire team like this? Is Slugma's here too? Beldum? We already got 5 Pokemon on the team so far. And then we also have, we got a Beast Ball. This is kind of this extra stuff. And then we got Deoxys. Deoxys is in the Emerald Dex, but you can't get it unless it's a distribution code for Pokemon Emerald back in the day, or if you're playing Oras, obviously, but you can't get it back then in Generation 3. So Deoxys is actually going to go over here like this. Then we got a Fire Energy. We got a Life Herb, and this is it. Our team is right here. Gorbus. So our team is going to be Trico, Cacnea, Mudkip, Slugma, Beldum, and Gorbus. This is going to be our team. All these Pokemon are all in the Emerald Dex. In fact, I can even tell you guys where to find each of these Pokemon at. Our team of 6 are right here, and I can't believe that I literally pulled all Hoenn Pokemon out of that pack. Like I said, though, I don't know anything about TCG, so I mean, yeah, this is it. One more thing I need to mention is that I will be genning in these Pokemon before my Pokemon Emerald journey starts. However, all of these Pokemon can be obtained in a regular Emerald-based playthrough, aside from one. Unfortunately, you have to trade that one, which I'm sure you guys know. But okay though, we pull the cards, now let's hop into the analysis. So we're going to be starting the building of this team with Trico. And obviously, since we're keeping it a Trico, we're going to be dealing with just very lackluster stats. Its special attack isn't awful for being a basic Pokemon at base 65. And its speed is definitely a highlight at base 70. It lacks any sort of bulk at all though, as would probably be expected. So the only way we're going to be able to make Trico useful is by taking advantage of its great speed and the fact that all grass type moves are special due to there being no split in the 3rd generation. We're really feeling the effects of not being able to evolve Pokemon right off the bat. So let's see what I'm able to do with Trico. So the moveset I managed to put together for Trico is led off by Giga Drain, followed by Pursuit and Aerial Ace, and then finally wrapped up by Quick Attack. This moveset was the best I truly felt I could do with Trico, and it was a struggle to make sure I got at least a single good grass type move on it. I wish it learned Leaf Blade, but that just wasn't the case. So Giga Drain is learned level 46, but I'd suggest going and grabbing the TM for it on Route 123. Until you get Giga Drain, you're going to be able to use Mega Drain, which is learned level 26. The next move is Pursuit, and that is learned at level 16, and at least provides a little bit of coverage of a different kind, being a Dark type move. Following that is Aerial Ace, which is learned via the TM you get for defeating Winona. And finally, we have Quick Attack, which is learned very early on at level 11, and is simply here to offer some priority. So with these moves, Trico is going to attempt to do well against Roxanne's entire team, Tate and Liza's entire team, Juan's entire team except for Kingdra, Archie's Sharpedo, the rivals Tropius, Ludicolo, and Combuskin, but watch out for that last one, Wally's Roselia and Gardevoir, Sydney's Shiftry, Cacturn, and Crawdaunt, Phoebe's entire team except Sableye, Glacia's Walrein and a Duobsilio, but they have Ice-type moves so be wary, and Wallace's entire team except for Gyarados and Tentacruel. Trico obviously has the moves to put up a fight against many different trainers in Hoenn, but it's going to be a true struggle with what it has offered to it. We just have to keep pushing through the game. So next up, we have Mudkip, our second starter, and the one that made me decide to have our rival choose Torchic, since it's sort of like we got greedy and took the other two starters, forcing them to use Torchic. So with Mudkip, it's clearly got to focus on being a physical attacker at 70 base attack. And unfortunately, for us, with no split in this generation, and Mudkip purely being a water type, we're not going to have a lot of options to make usage of that physical attack, and instead, we'll be focusing pretty majorly on that special attack stat and water type moves. Its other stats just aren't impressive either, and it's a real shame there isn't a second really good stat like the 70 in attack. So, like I said, I didn't get much of a chance to make usage of great physical attacking moves. The moveset we have here is Surf, Waterfall, Ice Beam, and Strength. Surf and Waterfall are HMs, with the former being gotten right after you defeat Norman for your 5th gym badge, and the latter being gotten after you finish with Groudon and Kyogre and Pseudopolis. The Ice Beam TM is obtained in the abandoned ship on Route 108, so it can be grabbed right after you get the Surf HM. Finally, we have Strength, and that's an HM that is gotten in Rust Turf Tunnel after you break the rocks separating the two lovers. This isn't the most exciting moveset, and I seriously wish that we'd had Earthquake to throw on Mudkip. I did consider Dig, but at the end of the day, you won't get it until after Watson, so it just felt unnecessary. Now with these moves, Mudkip has a chance to do well against Roxanne's entire team, Flannery's entire team, Winona's Swablu, Tropia's and Altaria, Tate and Liza's entire team, Archie's Crobat, Maxie's Crobat and Camerupt, the rivals Tropius and Combuskin, Wally's Altaria and Roselia, but be cautious of the latter, Sydney's Shiftry and Cacturn, but be cautious of those as well, and Drake's entire team except for Kingdra. While you're not going to get any help when you're challenging the champion, Mudkip can at least make good usage of a strong water move like Surf, and a great ice type move in Ice Beam to put up a decent fight against quite a few Pokemon across the region. Let's move on now to another water type, that Gorbus we pulled earlier. This is most certainly the best Pokemon we have in the team, one way or another, because it is fully evolved and thus has some normal stats. It's got base 114 special attack and 105 defense, and of course a good typing that only has 2 weaknesses. Basically, we'd be in a ton of trouble if we didn't have something like Gorbus on this team, and I feel it's going to be a definite clutch during this playthrough of Emerald. The only truly bad thing about it is that somehow it's slower than Trico, and that's a pretty big detriment to its greatness. So the moves I picked up for Gorbus are Surf, Dive, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. Surf felt incredibly obvious, as it's like the best water type move in Gen 3, honestly. And having it on multiple Pokemon isn't a problem. I gave it Dive as well, which is an HM gotten in Moss Deep City. And since we sort of needed it for the late game, I decided to leave it on there, just to give a 2-turn option should we find ourselves in a position where maybe we need to avoid a move and can just hide for a turn and hit for some okay damage. The next one is Psychic, which is learned to level 36. And finally, we have Shadow Ball, which is a TM obtained on Mount Pyre. Honestly, this sort of feels like the best I could have done with Gorbus, as it just doesn't have a really good move pool. So I hope you guys understand the 2 water moves on another Pokemon. I almost forgot to mention that Ice Beam is another option for Gorbus, and that can be obtained from the game corner for 4,000 coins, since we already got the one earlier for Mudkip from the abandoned ship. If you want to use Ice Beam, I would replace Dive, but to be honest, I like the challenge of only using Ice Beam on Mudkip. If I learn to regret it, well then it sucks to be me. So with these moves, Gorbus can do well against Roxanne's entire team, Flannery's entire team, Tate and Liza's entire team, Archie's Crobat, Maxie's Crobat and Camerupt, the rival's Combuskin, Wally's Roselia and Gardevoir, Phoebe's entire team except for Sableye, and Wallace's Tentacruel. I suppose that this isn't the most impressive lineup of Pokemon that it is super effective against, but trust me when I say I feel Gorbus would be leaned on an awful lot regardless of it doing neutral damage against the Pokemon or not. Next up, we have the incredibly lackluster Slugma with its 70 base special attack, and then other stats that are all base 40 or lower. There isn't much to say here other than the fact that Slugma sucks. So we've got to do our best to make it work out for us in this playthrough. Alright, wow, I didn't expect to actually be able to put together a decent moveset for this Pokemon. Slugma's got Flamethrower, Rock Slide, Body Slam, and Rock Smash. Flamethrower is learned to level 36, and can use Overheat until it learns that. And the TM for that is obtained when you beat Flannery. Then it gets Rock Slide at level 43, and Rock Throw, learned at level 15, is a good placeholder until then. Body Slam is learned at level 50, so it'll come in clutch for the Elite Four go-around. Finally, we have Rock Smash, and I figured since we would need it during the journey, I could throw it on here and see if Slugma can make good use of it against rock types or something. You get that HM in Mauville City. So with these moves, Slugma has a chance to do well against Watson's Magneton, Norman's entire team, Winona's entire team but really play it smart, Juan Celio but I wouldn't bother, Archie's Mightyena and Crobat, Maxie's Mightyena and Crobat, the rivals Tropius and Pelipper, Wally's entire team except Gardevoir, Sydney's entire team but play that smart too. Remember, your fighting type move is Rock Smash, not Brick Break. Glacier's duo of Glalie, Drake's Salamence and Altaria, and Wallace's Gyarados, but there's no point in trying that. Slugma has a ton of potential, but I'm pretty confident that its poor stat lineup is going to be very hard to overcome despite the pretty solid moveset. Alright, so let's take a look at Cacnea now. The cool thing with Cacnea is that it has high attack stats, with 85 in both, thus meaning we can do whatever we want with it and still see some sort of success. It doesn't have great speed like many Pokemon on this team, but it's fine, we'll make do. Alright, so Cacnea has got Needle Arm, Leech Seed, Feint Attack, and Cotton Spore on this set. Needle Arm is a great signature move of Cacnea's that it learns at level 37, and until you get to that point, you can use something like Bullet Seed or Absorb. Then we have Leech Seed, learned at level 13, and then we have Feint Attack, learned at level 29. Finally, there's Cotton Spore, learned at level 41, and I only really included it so we had something to slow down opponents. Alright, now with these moves, Cacnea has a chance to do well against Roxanne's entire team, Tate and Liza's entire team, Juan's entire team except for Kendra, Archie's Sharpedo, the rivals Tropius, Wally's Roselia, Sydney's Crawdaunt, Phoebe's entire team except Sableye, Glacier's Walrein and Duipsilio, but remember they're ice types, and Wallace's entire team except for Gyarados and Tentacruel. Cacnea is essentially just going to give you a little less coverage than Trico, but it will hit harder and has some support involved in its set with moves like Cotton Spore and Leech Seed. Alright, there's nothing really to say about Beldum. It is the worst Pokemon on this team with access to only Takedown. And it's going to be so difficult to train, and really its usefulness will be pretty circumstantial. It is not good for a challenge like this. And I hope it enjoyed essentially just being a wall that doesn't really do anything else. Okay, that's gonna do it for this team video. I hope you guys did enjoy this sort of different content, and if you want to see more of this type of content again, let me know down below. Also be sure to head over to Mystic Zora if you guys want to see the gameplay of this team being used. I will leave a link to Mystic Zora in the description below and in the ad card above. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following my Twitch where I stream all sorts of games from Pokemon to Fire Emblem to Zelda and much more. I also have an anime channel called MysticSage where I do anime reviews, rankings, and countdowns. So if you're interested in that kind of content, go ahead and check that out as well. If you want to support me even further and gain cool perks, check out my Patreon. These lovely people have all given me their support over there and I couldn't be more grateful to them. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mystic Umbreon and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.